Test, test, test. Let's see if I raise this. Test, test, test. Testing audio 1 2. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, everything's set up. Good to go. What is up, guys? How are ya? Painting some Space Marines today, and I got a new setup. Obviously, I'm not painting in the light box anymore. Reason being, you can actually see my face now, instead of getting blinded by the light. Before, like, just all the light from the light box would just reflect off my face, which was a lot. So, as we've been doing a lot lately of just testing all different kinds of stuff. Painting some Space Marines today, as you can see. Got an infiltrator off on the side there. And I got a Reaver, I got a Space Marine Captain, and an Assault Intercessor. Probably going to take the approach of just painting by the numbers, and, you know, do one little portion at a time. Currently, I think I'm just going to focus on the gold here. That is like rough on there. There you go. This thing is like exploding. There we go. Make sure this music is not too loud. Test, test, test. Yeah, it's not too bad. And also, let me try and fix the sound. No, sound alerts are good. Alright. Those hands need moisturizer. Hey, come on now. Nothing like prepping minis for Grotmas. How's it going, guys? How are ya? Thank you for joining me and keeping some sanity in my mind while I paint. We all know I need it. Paint up some good, about to go train some CPR, so I'll be lurking. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm doing that on Friday, actually. I gotta re-up my CPR cert. Those minis deserve to be handled with soft hands. All good on this side. Yeah, man. That's actually funny that you say that. I got new lotion yesterday. Um, Dude, the winter has just been brutal. It's horrible. It's like my skin is just ruined. Alright, so got this captain dude and a couple of his chaps, and we're gonna be painting these guys up. I think I'm going to be taking like a paint by the numbers approach, kind of just see how many colors we can get through before we tire ourselves out. Obviously I'm starting on the gold, and I'm reaching the end of that, so maybe I'll hop on a black after this, or silver, and do that. Meanwhile, still scorching here. Really? Still going through that that heat wave there? We're going through quite the opposite. It's like freezing over here. The other day it was 20 degrees. It was miserable. I don't know if you've seen our YouTube as of late, but I posted some pretty funny some memes on there. I've been having a blast putting like these funny videos on there. So I don't know if you've checked it out, but I highly advise that you check it out. It's hilarious. I've been having so much fun doing it. Still heat wave, occasional rain to take the edge off. I mean, that's good at least. You guys still don't have power or water? Oh, you definitely just painted in an area that should not have had gold. I'm gonna go back and fix that. I don't have my steady hand today, I don't think. It's shaking like a leaf. I'll go check the funny vid. Yeah, dude, you definitely have to check it out. I was up all night, like, just finding funny like clips to like make memes off of. And I was just laughing to myself like a crackhead. It was great. And like one of them really blew up. I got like 5,000 views off of it. I was like, wow, I might actually be funny. Who knows? But yeah, it was a good time. It was a blast. I might like just keep doing that because it's it's better than brain rotting on Instagram, I guess. When you're the one actually making the brain rot. Water was off for the last 3 days, only restored this morning. Well, that's good news though. At least you're able to drink some H2O during a heat wave. I am getting this gold everywhere where it shouldn't be. Like, I don't know. Here. I don't know if you can see. But, like, right on... Where is it? Oh, yeah. Right on his fist. And... Yeah, right there, like, right under his pauldron. I leaked over. I got on his, like, freaking knee pad. It's all over the place. I'm messing up like a goon. That's what happens when I don't practice painting in a while, I guess. But that does seem like that's all the gold on this guy. Or you know what? I'm gonna paint the thing on his forehead gold as well. Having fun with videos will make them better. Gives the channel more soul. No, yeah, and I definitely that was the thought process behind it. We were doing like a lot of serious videos and battle reports and whatnot, and then I was doing like rules review videos that you can also see the shorts. So I was like, you know what? I feel like we're missing like that fun aspect on the channel. So I started making some memes, and I mean, it seems like it's getting some pretty good traction. So I'll keep that up, you know, like every now and then post a meme. And like, funnily but annoyingly, the memes are also like our most interacted with content. And I say annoyingly because we put so much effort into like the rules review shorts and like the battle reports and the lives and everything, and then we post a meme and it gets like 5,000 views, but you post something that you actually put work into and it gets like 300. So just to just to cover on that, like it's just like what the heck, you know, like you put so much effort into it, and a meme that you worked like 2 minutes on gets like more views. Let's cover up these places where I messed up. That looks fine. I know I messed up on this guy somewhere. Yeah, I've been actually like really messy with these minis. Usually I'm pretty on it, but I don't know. Maybe it's just lack of painting recently. It's just getting to me. I mean, it has been a good minute since I've done a live, as I'm sure you guys are well aware. Dude, I've been just focusing on like the battle reports, which Also, by the way, we're going to be doing a battle report tonight, another pre-recording, so we're going to post it to YouTube. It's not going to be a live, but yeah, we're going to be doing another battle report, posting that on our Twitch, and not Twitch. Oh my gosh, I just can't even speak either. On our YouTube, and that'll be our third. It's going to be Vinny versus Dennis. So if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be like Leagues of Votan and what's it called, Grey Knights. That seems like the most likely armies that are going to be put on that stream. Just because that's like their main armies that they're playing right now. Oh, it said that somebody chatted, but nothing popped up. Oh, you know what? This whole time, I uploaded a test video I didn't even make for YouTube. 500 views in 24 hours. Been posting intentionally next to nothing. It's like, it's so weird, the algorithm. Like, I don't understand it. Like, you'll put like so much effort into a video, and it'll get like 500 views, and then that video that you take like no effort whatsoever just pops off, and everybody loves it, and they're like, make more of this, and it's like the one that you made when you were like half asleep. Can't wait to see the vid. Yeah, we're really pumped. I don't know if you saw our most recent one, but we put a lot of effort into it, and it came out pretty decent. And you know, we're just trying to keep the momentum going. Our goal is like once a month, which we've been keeping honest to so far, as in one battle report a month. So hopefully we can just keep that going. I've also been posting every single new Groutnest detachment. I've been doing a short on it every day so far, which has been pretty decent. It's been pretty fun. Dude, like some of the new rules are like so interesting and cool. I don't know if you've really checked out any of them, but they are super awesome. It seems like every single detachment has this one like ability to spend a stratagem to walk through walls. Even if you're like not breachable or something, which I feel like there's like no flavor in that. But other than that, I feel like the rules are pretty cool. I covered the Leagues of Votan today. They seem pretty strong, so you'll probably see them on stream tonight, which would be really neat. Unless Vinny plays guard, because they also came out with new rules for them, so that's a possibility. Foxhole Games, what kind of content do you make? I'm gonna assume that it's probably battle reports, but I don't want to be wrong in that assumption. The Dark Angels one sucked. The rules, yeah, I definitely think so. We put that on our battle report. That was actually our second video, our most recent one. It didn't hit like the Death Guard one that we have. We versed Death Guard versus Dark Angels, and the Death Guard one obviously just popped out a little bit more than the Dark Angels one did. Although I will say, it probably could have ended out a lot different if he had more like Raven Wing and like Death, and mixed with his Deathwing. He had all Deathwing. He only had one Raven Wing unit because he only owns one, and I killed it first turn, so it kind of like messed with his army rule. And the one time that I did fall back, it was with the Titanic unit, so he couldn't do that like desperate escape thing. So pretty much all game, like my thought process was, his whole entire army focuses around falling back. If I just don't fall back, his army roll is useless. So now I'm just posting painted models, and I hang out in a lot of paint streams, and often get invited to join other streams. So I'm looking to stream with people. Raven Wing suck. They do. You're absolutely right. I'm not a big fan of Raven Wing. I just didn't think it had like the punch that it should have had. And like the fact that your whole entire army roll can just be countered by, okay, I'm not gonna fall back, is pretty funny. Unless of course you're versing like somebody like Tau, then I guess that would be pretty detrimental to them. But I don't know. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stay in combat with you. Exactly. Take a crappy unit so your decent unit can play. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool because you get the +2, I think it is, to charge if like Raven Wing is like stuck in with them, which is neat. It's just like situational, I guess, to who you're playing. Like even against Space Marines, because they have like the fallback and shoot stuff, so you can definitely force desperate escapes. But anytime you're versing a melee army, they want to be in combat with you anyway. They're not going to fall back. You know the army role that I've been ragging on this whole entire time, that I really don't like, even more so than Dark Angels, is the Chaos Knights one. I don't know if you've seen it. It is abysmal. If your crappy unit does a thing, if your crap, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I don't know if you checked the Chaos Knights one. It's horrible. So essentially what it is, it's like there's allied Chaos Cultist like units. You can take like Traitor Guard and Chaos Cultist and then like some other thing. But what you can do is you can give one of your units like all of their range weapons. I think it's either lethal or sustained, which is really good on like a huge knight with a lot of weapons, right? But the thing is, I want to say it's D3 plus 3. You select a infantry, like a cultist unit within 6, and you just give them mortals. Which, it's like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of times in the game where there's like purge the foe, the primary mission, or like no prisoners, or overwhelming force, etc., etc. Call the Horde, where you are essentially, if you're playing that army, you're helping the enemy like kill that unit, just to give your weapon like lethal hits. And like if you don't roll a 6, then all of a sudden it's like that was not worth it, and now you have like 6 less cultists. So I don't know how I feel about it. Well, actually, I know how I feel about it. I don't like it. But, I mean, maybe there's something there. Maybe I gotta see, like, somebody, you know, play with it and do really good with it. Or just bring, like, a crap ton of cultists. But, as of right now, I don't think it's like, good at all. But yeah, if I had to say, like, what the worst army I think is currently out of all these new rules, it's definitely them. I see a lot of people going crazy about the AdMech one. I think it looks good, but people are like, oh, this is game changing. So I guess I just have to see like what these other people are seeing. But from what I see so far, I don't think it's like gonna like hugely change the army or anything. I can't remember if I paint this silver or not. I'm just gonna leave it like that then. I like the Eldar one. No, the Eldar one is really cool. Um, I was talking to my buddy about it, and he's an Eldar main player. He only plays Eldar, and he has Tyranids, but nevertheless, uh, he didn't really like it actually, which I was surprised to hear. I thought it was really cool, like being able to be in a transport and do like CP generation. Um, I don't know, like I think it sounds really good, but he wasn't convinced by it. Um, that's also probably another thing that you'll see on stream eventually. Um, I don't think it's bad at all, but I guess we'll see if he wins that game or not, and that'll be a telltale if it is good or not. But yeah, no, I think it's pretty good. I'm a main demon player, so I pretty much always will be playing demons. I do have Death Guard, so you might see me every now and then play that, but um, love my demons, and the rules came out for them yesterday, and they were just so good. I'm super excited, super pumped. The only thing I'm not pumped about is my wallet's gonna be hurting because now I have to like basically build 4 different armies. I had a pretty even mix. I didn't really have like a lot of like one certain god, so that's obviously gonna hurt. You have to own the right kind of stuff for it to be good. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want to play that Eldar army, you gotta really lean into the vehicles. Which he has like fire prisms. He has that one like night spinner, I want to say it was called. So I mean, he has some things that he can play into it. I don't know. I think it's really good, but it remains to be seen, I guess. What army do you play? Like, what's your main army? My main is 50k points of Dark Angels. Okay, you definitely like your Dark Angels, that's for sure. Um, how did you end up with 50,000 points, might I ask? Did you just get like 3 of every single unit that they own? Been working on Elder since they announced the rest of the Aspect Warriors. I'm just like very excited to hear your story on Dark Angel. So I bet you were excited as all heck to hear that the Lion was coming out. Or probably got him like the first chance that you could. That must have been like early Christmas for you. Apocalypse is my favorite format, and basically yes. Yeah, no, I've played my fair share of Apocalypse games, so I could definitely see, I guess, why you have that much. That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, I mainly play 40k. I used to play a lot of Heresy, which was a blast, but I don't really get as many games in now because I just feel like there was like only a couple of friends in the area that were playing it, and then it kind of like fell out, and it's not as nearly as popular as 40k. So 40k just like picked up the scene and took over. Dude, I love Heresy. I don't know if you ever gotten a chance to play it, but I mean, I have a full first company Deathwing, 130 Terminators. You sound like one of the members that we have, Dennis. He'll like bring his army to like a tournament, and he'll be like Terminators only, and literally the entire list is just Terminators. It's amazing and horrible at the same time. Like I remember this one tournament I was versing him, and it was like all Terminators besides maybe like two squads infiltrators, and he somehow gets like I want to say it was like a first turn or like a second turn charge with Bellicor, and brings him down to like 4 wounds remaining, and I'm like, holy crap, he's gonna kill Bellicor next turn. And then for the rest of the game, he proceeds to flop on all of his rolls and just misses everything, and Bellicor ends up like slowly just like killing the squad, which was great. He did eventually end up like killing him, but I thought it was like hilarious because like at first he was so cocky about it, and then he was like, oh crap. I also remember other games versus him with like his Dark Angels. He would have like an entire line of like Hellblasters, and he tried doing like pretty much the same thing, like shoot at Bellicor, and that's when Bellicor had his like feel no pain and all like the craziness and stuff, and he failed to kill Bellicor, and then all of a sudden Bellicor shot across the board and just like murked him. It was great for me, not him. Let me just continue the music here. There we go. Alright. I think it's about 7,500 points in just Deathwing. That is awesome. Do you get like a lot of chances to play Apocalypse? I feel like in my area, it's usually like Thanksgiving, like so like right around Thanksgiving, like we'll have an Apocalypse, and maybe like your one-off like odd charity event that happens. Other than that, we don't really have a lot of Apocalypse like near here. Which, by the way, near here is New Jersey. I don't know if I mentioned that that's where I'm from. I did before I moved. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be like the general consensus, right? Like, there was like a crap ton of heresy going on, and then now there's no heresy where I'm at. But there's 40k, which I'm grateful for because this game is freaking awesome. So how long have you been playing if you have 50k points? I would imagine quite a long time. I think I'm about 15k in First Legion, Horus Heresy, Dark Angels. Hell to the yeah. So I have Sons of Horus. I love that army. It's like my pride and joy. And unfortunately, they're just like collecting up dust. And 37 years, that's awesome. I just hit my 10-year mark this year. I started in 2014, which was just like, I'm just like so glad that I just happened to get into 40k. Yeah, so I'm slowly starting my journey. I started right in 8th, so that is how I joined up. was thinking about Luna Wolves. That is unfortunate. You gotta be a traitor, you know? You can't fight for the Emperor, that's heresy. That's reverse heresy. You gotta fight for the War Master here. Alright, that's all the silver on this guy. And last but not least, the Capitan. Dude, I gotta say, like, probably, like, one of my favorite things, in, like, the Space Marine range is simply just the mechanical arms that they have on some of the Space Marines. Like, this captain right here has a mechanical arm that goes onto a plasma gun, or plasma pistol, rather, and it's so freaking cool. Well, I do have a demon-possessed Luther for my Fallen Angels. Now that is what we're talking about. I have, I don't know if you can see in the background. So all of this right here is like box art from like Warhammer boxes I've had. And all of the bottom right here is from the codexes of Horus Heresy, and it's all the demon Primarchs. Or not demon, traitor Primarchs rather. And it's just like, I can't play a loyal Primarch. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't do it. Of course, as I'm painting up Space Marines, but nevertheless, in Heresy, I wouldn't be able to find myself being a loyalist. There's just something so cool about like how ferocious and awesome the rule set is for the traitors. I will say though, I versed Blood Angels once in Heresy, and they messed me up. That was a tough experience. They like just weren't there one moment, and the next thing I knew, like his entire army was like deep striking onto mine and like destroying everything I had. It was an experience. Line is cool, and of course I have one new in box, but I'd rather just use Luther Proxy converted from Robot Girly Man. The Lion model is awesome. I definitely advise you to bust him out and give him a try. It just looks so freaking cool. Again, saying this as a primarily Chaos player, but that model is freaking sick. I really thoroughly enjoyed when they announced him, and I was like, holy crap, that looks so cool. And you know, the annoying thing is, it's like, I feel like there's so many Demon Primarchs, and then you look at like the Loyalist Primarch range, and it's literally just Gilliman for like the longest time, and now it's finally the Lion. And then I just saw like a tease the other day for like, what are they called? The Alpha Legion, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're probably gonna release freaking like Omegon, and it's just like, we need more freaking Loyalist Primarchs, which would be awesome, but we'll see. And then they're doing like the Emperor's Children, so like you never know. Freaking maybe Fulgrim might come out of nowhere and join the fray. They already released him for what's it called? Heresy. Was close to, but they announced the Elder stuff, so I had to start my project. It's definitely fair. I, after seeing the change that they did to Space Marines, I'm kind of like pumped, and that's kind of why I'm like really focusing on these guys. Because I don't know if you saw, they made a change to Oath of Moment, and you can reroll the hit roll, and then you can reroll. No, it's add 1 to the wound roll, I believe it was, which is pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about that, and be able to give these guys a try. I haven't played these guys since like 8th, I think. So it definitely has been a minute for these guys to see the light of day. I've been collecting for about 6 years, but I've been waiting for the full range to get refreshed before starting it. I have about 12k new in box at the moment. Holy smokes. Yeah, so one of our team members, Julio, is a Eldar player, and he's been waiting for the Eldar range to be refreshed. He was actually just talking about it last night. He's gonna, fully change everything over. I've heard that quite a few times, so you're definitely not alone in that aspect. Where are you located, by the way? Not sure if you're in the tri-state area at all, but just in case you are. Ah! Did you see that? He just like popped onto the top of my hand. I'll give you guys a little peek at the progress so far. So these guys were just based and highlighted when I first started. Now we got the captain a little up to speed here. Put some silver, get some gold on there, and kind of the same with the rest of the guys. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. I do want to clean up the blue just a little bit. Again, I got some stuff spilled over. Not being the most cleanliest painter today. So far, I've only posted Dark Angel stuff, but I will have some Eldar up soonish. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I will start focusing on like posting like army shots and stuff. We haven't done like really like showing off like miniatures and things like that, so we will get on that eventually. I wanted to do like, I saw somebody do the other day, like a shorts video and showed like an army like showcase thing, which was pretty cool. And I might do that with my my Sons of Horus, just show them off a little bit, just for coolsies, and to break them out of the closet for a little bit, give them some light of day. But yeah, kind of similar to what you're talking about. So I'm going to try and do the carapace now. get that going. Also, could you maybe I don't know what it means, but what is the Bible Belt? You live in the Bible Belt? Alright, and yeah, black on the plasma gun. It's a Kentucky, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Missouri, Alabama, Kansas kind of area. Okay, that's fair enough. Not that it's necessarily close to you, but the boys are going to Cherokee, the Cherokee Open, which is like a grand tournament. I want to say it's somewhere in the Carolinas, which we're all pretty excited about. Unfortunately, I can't go. I'm going to be in Fort Sam Houston doing Army stuff, but that's that. Okay, back. Chapter, where are you at? Heatwave still? I'm in Texas. It's cold here. Speaking of Texas, yeah, I'm going to be coming your way, Hawk. Yeah, Chapter's going through a heat wave still. Although he did say that he got his water back today, so that's a good sign for him. At least he can drink some friggin' water in a heat wave. When and where? Gotta shoot me the details and see if I can make it to wherever. Well, I'm gonna be there for Army training. I'm gonna be at Fort Sam Houston. So I don't even know what my ability to get off base is even gonna be like, if at all. No worries. Yeah, I'm gonna be there in less than a month. I'm leaving here on January 8th, and I'm gonna take a drive over to Texas. I'm actually dreading it, but yeah, I'm gonna be driving over, and I plan to get there. I'm just gonna take it at a slow pace, and I'm gonna get there on the 12th. Have no idea what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna bring stuff to stream over there. I don't know how it's gonna go. 0. What are you saying, 0? Like my chances of getting off base? Probably right, but we'll see. Yeah, I went to San Antonio. This is a while ago now. For AIT, which was fun. and I was like, oh, I'm going back, but like I didn't drive the first time, so sorry for disappearing. Was helping customers. Look at you on stream while at work. That's a dedicated viewer right there. I always feel weird like playing a stream or a video, especially like when I watch like battle reports in the truck, and I like the person next to me is like listening to it, and like it probably sounds like gibberish, you know, like, oh, I hit on threes, you know, like moon on this, and they're probably like, what is this guy watching? Or they're probably like, you're just watching some guy paint, and I'm like, yeah. It probably sounds like so strange to like random people. When you go to the Alamo and realize it's smaller than what Hollywood makes it. Yeah, I went to the Alamo, probably like went through all of it in maybe 15 minutes. It was very short-lived, and like you're right, it's like not at all what they make it out to be. I mean, I'm sure back then it was probably like, you know, bigger and not destroyed and maybe had a bigger footprint, but crap, I'm getting paint all over the place. Nope, it was actually that small. Well, okay then. Yeah, that was going on a couple of years ago now. I mean, you probably had stables and a well and a few other things. Yeah, but like when you see it like in the movies, it's like this whole entire base that they're running around, and it's huge. It's like nothing like that in person. Maybe it's just their camera angle shots. They know how to make it seem bigger. So, no actual winter weather there at Chapter. I don't know if I would like that. I enjoy winter. Well, I imagine they probably have like cooler seasons. No, I'll probably just have him answer that. Isn't it like monsoon season and stuff like that? I'm actually surprised we are getting more viewers from YouTube than we are Twitch, which is like kind of shocking. We have more followers on Twitch. I wonder how many of them are from the memes that I posted. And of course, as soon as I said that, like, it dropped down like three viewers. But you guys got called out. Are you here because of the memes? Did the memes bring you? Could be, but followers are good. Yeah, no, we mainly focused on Twitch, and it seems like YouTube is outperforming them today, which is cool though. But then again, we have been kind of majorly focusing on YouTube lately. Hell yeah, brother! How's it going, man? How are you? Got a pretty good stream going on here. Been going solid for what? Oh, it's been an hour. That flew by. Holy crap! Thank you guys for talking to me, because this probably would have went like slow as molasses if nobody was talking to me. Great, man. I was at work yesterday. That's why I popped in and out. All good, man. Yesterday, I was just going over like the rules set for the demons, which I was super excited about. But yeah, it wasn't like a serious stream or anything, or it was more so to actually post it after the fact onto YouTube. Because I don't know if you noticed on YouTube, we were doing shorts to cover like the new rules and everything. But there were so many rules for the demons that like I couldn't really put it in a short. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll do a live. I'll talk about it and then I'll post it after the fact to that. Oh, Cat. Yeah, I thought it was Crap for a second. Cat, thank you for following. What's your relation to the channel? Do you play 40K or paint at all? Are you just hanging around? Or are you one of the few that got into 40K because of the Space Marine 2 game? Which is completely fine, okay. Though. Don't think that makes you an outcast or anything. Because that game is freaking awesome. And it's doing like exactly like what I was hoping it would do. And especially like Henry Cavill's what's it called? Show. I hope it does like the same thing. That it brings like people into 40K that maybe like in the first place probably wouldn't have been. Okay, so perfect. So like Floatcat, like I don't know if you can answer this. Would you have been interested in 40K prior to Space Marine 2? Because I think that's like what it's doing. It's getting like your mainstream so-called people into it, which is awesome. It's getting like so much exposure, and I freaking love it. I've been playing this game for like 10 years, so to see like more people get into it is just it's so cool. It's like watching your favorite show that like wasn't popular for so long become like super popular. I am back. Puppy had to go out. All good, man. Thank you for returning. Again, like I was saying earlier, thank you guys for like just talking and chatting and keeping me sane while I stream. Because sometimes some streams it's quiet and it's like, you're just trying to like power through. But when you guys chat, it makes it so much easier. Maybe I love some of the giant models. Yeah. So do you have any of the models yet? Like I wonder like how many people just from playing the video game are like, all right, I'm gonna get into the actual game now. I imagine there's at least some, like that it convinced them to play the game. I really think where the big changeover is going to be is that show with Henry Cavill. Whatever they end up actually covering in the show, I definitely think it's going to bring people, which I'm super excited about. To show some progress, because I haven't really been showing what I've been doing. Just your basic, Space Marines. There you go. At the start of the day, I had them just based and highlighted. So now I'm just going over the little detail bits. I gotta catch up. I am brand new. I don't know much besides the game and YouTube Shorts. Yeah, so I would say like if you have like a local shop in your area, just jump in. Don't worry about it. Usually, most of those places will give you like a starter army or something to like do an intro game with. So, hey Dan, how crazy are you to suddenly stream a game in your house if I show up? Like, right now? You should do it, Flitocat. Yeah, so Flitocat, to jump onto that again. eBay is like a really good place to get some minis, like for stupid cheap, and you can get them secondhand. And what you can do is, if you don't like it, then you spend like 25 or 30% of what that actually would have been new in box. Sometimes it's fully built, sometimes it's even painted, and then you can kind of see if you like it. And if you don't, then what, you spent like $200, and you could just, I'm sure you spent $200 on stupider things, right? I mean, we all have. I have, definitely. But if you do like it, then you just got into an awesome hobby for really cheap. That's cool. What type of shop? Do you have like a Hobby Lobby in your area, like possibly, or something along the lines of that, where they have like, or if you just go on Safari and search up like Warhammer shop in my area, or place to buy probably like Citadel paints, or even like Magic the Gathering shops and stuff like that, you'll probably have a pretty good chance you'll find some Warhammer. As for Julio, yeah, dude. Sure, we'll stream today. So I guess we're gonna be doing some 40K, which is cool. So yeah, out of the blue, we're gonna be doing some streaming. Oh, so yeah, let me clarify. We're streaming or we're pre-recording for YouTube? Because I thought you had plans to do that with what's it called, Vinny and Dennis. I don't have like the lapel mics. I don't have like the thing you did to make like the objective marker. What's it called? The deployment zone and stuff. Lovely. I'll check it out today. Yeah, absolutely do. If you have any questions, and we're not like streaming or anything actively, just message us, and we'll try and do our best to kind of guide you through the world of 40K. But I'm really glad. I'm happy that Space Marine 2 got you some exposure to the hobby, and I hope you follow through. It's an excellent game. It's been very nice to me for the last 10 years. Did the camera go out? No, I'm looking at the camera on my own personal Twitch. It seems like it's okay. I don't know if let me reload. Yeah, it might just be a personal Wi-Fi issue, possibly. There we go. Okay. I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing what I got here. So, I don't know when Julio's going to answer, but we might either have a live Twitch stream of a game, possibly, in a few. He said like 25 minutes. Or we're going to be doing another battle report for our YouTube. Nevertheless, either one is awesome. Which was not planned whatsoever. So it'll probably be your first time seeing demons on the channel, which would be really nice. Get them some exposure. And I feel like that's like one of the annoying things about playing demons. There's not like that much like representation currently, like on like YouTube and like Twitch. I feel like not a lot of people play them. it's always like Space Marines, and it's like blah, as I'm painting Space Marines. But yeah, I'm really excited to play demons. I don't think I'm gonna play any of the Grotmas ones. I just don't simply have enough um, minis to play like a certain god. But we'll see, maybe. I would love a Space Marine game that plays like Total War. I need more Space Marine stuff. Shit. There is something like that. Oh, I mean, one of you viewers, if you guys can help me. There's this game, and if you guys have ever played Halo Wars, it's Halo Wars except Games Workshop Warhammer. I don't know if any of you guys watching know what I'm talking about, but if you could recommend that to Philodocat, please do. Crap. Isn't it called, like, Gladius or something? I don't know. I'll give you guys a chance to answer. Maybe you guys know off the top of your head. I don't want to give him the wrong answer either. But nevertheless, Flotocat, there's actually something exactly what you're talking about. Kind of similar to Total War with Space Marines. Except it's more like I don't know if you played Halo Wars. It's more similar to that, but nevertheless, it's kind of the same concept idea there. But I know it's not Space Marines, but there's also just Warhammer Total War, which focuses like on the fantasy. So like you can play like what's it called? Like vampire counts. You can play the demons, like stuff like that. Which I don't know if you're like interested in AOS at all or anything, or even know what that is. But there's other stuff in the Warhammer universe that is covered by Total War. Just got home. Let me confirm in a minute. All right. I don't know if anybody here knows what I'm talking about then with the Total War thing. I haven't gotten any answers. Yeah, Flotocat. So search up again. Like I don't want to lead you in the wrong area, but I think it's called Gladius. The game, maybe like Space Marine Gladius or like Warhammer Gladius or something, and it's like a top-down, like Halo Wars like type game, or you know what, even better, just like go on Safari and search up like Warhammer Halo Wars type game, and I think it'll pop up, like in images or something, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But the that game is pretty cool. And it's kind of similar to what you're thinking. It is an older game, I'll warn you there. But nevertheless, still fun. Oh my gosh, I gotta get on that game and stream it on here. That'll probably be so much fun. Sometimes I'll stream like Space Marine 2, like if I'm feeling too lazy to like paint. But like that would be fun to paint or to play. I've also played Space Marine 2, and then I have another Space Marine game, or not Space Marine, Darktide. I don't know if you've played that. Just to give you more exposure to the world of Warhammer. But that one's pretty cool. It's like poxwalkers running everywhere and attacking you, and you fighting them off is pretty cool. Yeah, there's that, and like you can be like a guardsman and like fight off waves of poxwalkers. I played Vermintide, but I think that's Total War, so not related. No, that's the world of Warhammer. It's what's considered like AOS, which is like still similar and related. Howdy, how's it going, Drip Viper? What's going on? What's your relation to to the account? Are you a Warhammer player? Are you just hanging out and watching? Do you play the video game, the Space Marine 2 video game, or any of them, or do you paint as well? I have both are pretty good. Darktide is 40k. Vermintide is... your sentence was cut off, but I think you're probably going to say like AOS type style. Yeah, no, I definitely advise you to play Darktide. Lots of fun. I think we've streamed once playing Darktide, but that was like so long ago that the video probably erased from our history. Gladius. Yeah, so Gladius. Is that what I'm talking about? I was trying to tell him that there was like a game similar to Total War. It's like a top-down game, and you can like direct Space Marines to like capture objectives and stuff. I think it's called Gladius. I just got into Warhammer through the new Secret Level episode, and I've been watching lore videos, but I can't grasp a lot of things. Is this your first exposure to Warhammer? Like ever? Because we were just talking about that with Folitocat. He got, or she, I'm actually not too sure, got introduced to Warhammer through the Space Marine 2 game, which I think is awesome. Because a little bit of backstory about me, I've been playing this game for 10 years, so like a really long time. I got in through like the miniatures and painting and stuff, and like for the longest time, all of us in the hobby are saying like, dude, we need a show, we need a video game to get like, you know, like your regular people into it. And then the prayers were answered, and now so many people are getting into Warhammer. It's awesome. So we're definitely glad to have you into the hobby. Any and all questions, definitely just ask away, and I'll do my best to definitely answer you and hopefully steer you in the right direction. Whether it be like lore questions, what books to read, what, you know, games to play, you know, whatever you can think of, I will try and be your guide. Are you thinking about getting into minis, Drip Viper? Foxhole Games, Necromunda Under Hive Wars is $2 right now, and it's awesome for the price. Thanks for the suggestion. I will try Necromunda and the Warhammer Gladius. Yeah, Warhammer Gladius, definitely give it a try, especially if you're interested in Space Marine type stuff. Also, that being said, because Drip Viper brought it up, did you see the Secret Level episode, Warhammer episode? Because it was freaking awesome. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it through there, and it was just, it's so cool. It's awesome. I didn't even know they have a show. Yes, I've been thinking about buying Space Marine 2 game and might try painting. Yeah, so it's not a show, so I'll start off by saying that. It's, if you go on Amazon, it's called Secret Level, and if you've seen something similar to Love, Death, and Robots, where every episode is like a different theme, it's the same exact thing for Secret Level. So this show's focused on like sci-fi related type stuff, and one of the episodes is focused on Warhammer. I think I might misquote, but it's Secret Level, and it's on Amazon Prime, and I think it's episode 8, which is, it'll say like Warhammer or something on there, and it's really good. And especially since you liked the Space Marine 2, it's focused on Titus, so you'll like it. It's pretty good. As for Drip Viper, Space Marine 2 is awesome. Lots of fun, especially if you're like used to like your first-person shooters and stuff. Really similar to that. It's a third-person shooter, but nevertheless, it's still fun. I have sunk a lot of hours already into playing it, and you might actually see me on Twitch here in the future, also playing. Oh, okay, episode 5. Um, you might even see me in the future on this channel playing the game. So you might see some sneak peek there. But that's awesome, Drift Harper. I'm like super excited for you. Like I'm imagining myself in my years of getting into Warhammer. Like there's so much like possibility there. It's so cool. If you can get into the minis, I was telling Philitocat, like try and like just visit like a local shop, like your Hobby Lobby, or like search up online like where to play Warhammer. And more times than not, you're gonna get like really friendly people. I say this because I used to own a hobby shop that sold Warhammer and everything, and we always wanted to teach new players. It was awesome. So we had like sample armies, and I would set up a whole entire intro game and teach somebody how to play. So I definitely advise, like just get through the door. Like that's the hardest part, and from there you'll like learn how to play. Also, thank you for the follow. We definitely appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying our content. But really, I'm really excited for you. It's gonna be like such an awesome journey, and I hope it sticks with you the same way that it has stuck with me. This like hobby has brought me so close to so many people, and it's awesome. You wouldn't happen to live in like kind of like the tri-state area, would you? Because that's where me and my team, Tabletop Patriarchs, that's where we live. And we'll even, if it's feasible, teach you how to play. I'm in Canada. Okay, so maybe not. But yeah, no, I know that there's apparently a fairly good scene of Warhammer in Canada. That's actually where Play On Tabletop on YouTube is from. So they have a pretty good following there. Alright, I am going to take a break. I've been painting for about an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to use the bathroom and just freshen my mind up. And then we'll finish really actually this last mini. And then that's all I had for the agenda. So I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. Okay, so in a really cool change of events, Drift Viper, Filetto Cat. I don't know if you guys are watching or not. Still, but this is probably more so for you guys rather than like Aroused and Foxhole. You guys have been playing Warhammer for a while, but Aroused Janitor, he's coming over in probably about 20 minutes, and we're going to be doing a live game, battle report game. Normally on our YouTube, we've been posting like pre-recorded videos, but we're going to do a live one, see how it goes. But we're really excited, and it's just like out of the blue that we're doing it. So we're really excited to do this. I'm going to be playing demons. I don't know what he's bringing, so it's going to be kind of a little bit of surprise. But I'm going to cut this stream short so I can set up. I got to put the camera up and lighting and everything. But we're really excited to bring you some cool content. So no way, I've never seen people play before. I've only seen people paint. Yeah, so I would imagine in an hour's time, yeah, that's being hopeful. I don't know how long it's going to take us to, but I got to set up like terrain on the board. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I have a table right here, and then we're going to set up some lighting and stuff and see how it goes. Demons, did I hear heresy? Absolutely. I'm a main demon player, so it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to bring these guys out. But yeah, just stay tuned. If you guys are following, you'll probably get the follow notification. Also for our YouTube subscribers, if you guys are watching, you can subscribe and then you'll be able to get some type of notification that way. Will it be on this channel? Absolutely. It's going to be here on YouTube. And Julio just said he's going to be playing Tyranids, so it's going to be Demons v Tyranids, the two armies that we actually haven't had on the stream yet, so it's going to be really cool. But yeah, Drip and Filetto Cat, thank you guys for following. We definitely appreciate your support, and hopefully I'll see you guys in probably an hour, I would say. Nick Sowers, if you follow us on YouTube, you also see the notification for there. And yeah, so